Floyd proposed Julius Malema dispose.
Comrades, don't worry about leaders of black political parties that say they do not want unity with MK. We are going to unite voters underneath them and leave them alone as leaders. People will just speak forever, talking to nothing. This unity that we are asking for, we are not begging it. We are demanding unity of black people so that we can bring about liberation.
Hona le leqheku ko Natala kwa le re ba re ke Zuma le re le batla unity le ba rena reunite le Zuma. We will never unite with Zuma who wants to kill the EFF. We will never unite with MK that exists to destroy the EFF. We are not friends to the enemies of the EFF. Whether Trump says the same thing about the two of us, we don't care. We must never be tempted to unite with the agents who want to destroy the EFF.
The unity of black South Africans, it had become a serious debate. Oh yes, it had become a serious debate because now that Donald Trump have come and mentioned these two political parties, which is the MK of Jacob Zuma and the EFF, the Economic Freedom Fighters of Julius Malema, that these are the politicians who are not deserving to be in the parliament or to enter the union buildings. These words come also from the John Stenizen, who's the leader of the DA.
I also want to just say this, that the two individuals that are in that video that you've seen are both leaders of opposition minority parties in South Africa. In Konto Wesizwe under Mr. Zuma and the Economic Freedom Fighters under Mr. Malema. Now the reason that my party, the Democratic Alliance, which has been an opposition party for over 30 years, chose to join hands with Mr. Ramaphosa's party was precisely to keep those people out of power. We cannot have those people sitting in the union buildings making decisions. And that is why after 30 years of us exchanging barbs across the floor in Parliament and trying to get one over on each other, we've decided to join hands precisely to keep that lot out of government, because the day they get in to the doors of the union buildings in South Africa or control of our parliament, that's what you're going to see. And that is why this government, working together, needs the support of our allies around the world so that we can strengthen our hand, grow our economy, and shut the door forever on that rabble getting through the doors of the union buildings, because then South Africa's future would be...
So you denounced... The gloves are off, the battle is on. Now, it was everyone's wishes to see this so-called political party, which is the EFF and the MK, to be united for the sake of black South Africans. But looking at how things are sitting on the table right now, that unity of black South Africans will never gonna take time anytime soon, unless politicians decide to surprise us otherwise. Why am I saying so? Because Floyd Shivambu, he comes and say that every leader, politician, whoever they call themselves, who can stand against the unity of black South Africans is the enemy of progress.
Mkhonto Wesizwe therefore becomes the only fighting dependable vehicle in the hands of black people here in South Africa. Comrades, don't worry about leaders of black political parties that say they do not want unity with MK. We are going to unite voters underneath them and leave them alone as leaders. We have already started. In KwaZulu-Natal. We unite the voters and then we leave a shell there. People will just speak forever, talking to nothing. This unity that we are asking for, we are not begging it. We are demanding unity of black people so that we can bring about liberation. And if leaders don't want to unite, We're going to unite the voters. Our people know what they want. Our people can see that these are charlatans.
While in return, Julius Malema also who have to come and go even more deeper by saying that there is not unity of Black South African here. This is about individuals with their families who want to do things according to what pleases them.
Una le leqheku ko Natala kwa le re ba re ke Zuma le re le batla unity le ba rena re unite le Zuma. We will never unite with Zuma who wants to kill the EFF. Will never unite with MK that exists to destroy the EFF. We are not friends to the enemies of the EFF. Whether Trump says the same thing about the two of us, we don't care. We must never be tempted to unite with the agents who want to destroy the EFF. If Zuma batla unity of black people, why did he form MK when there was EFF? Because how from a party you are already dividing people. You must join the existing organization that pursues the same agenda, which is the EFF. There is no unity they are talking about. They are pretentious about it. Zuma is about himself and about his family. That's why he went to form that Spaza show.
Now, why is Julius Malema saying all this? Julius Malema is saying all this because you look at how the situation, how things get to this level. First of all, between between Jacob Zuma and Julius Malema, who's supposed to join another person in the normal way? If we were talking about the unity of South Africa, black South Africans, who's supposed to join another person? Was it Jacob Zuma, who was coming from the ANC, or was it EFF leader Julius Malema, who had already established political party? That is just a question. We're leaving it to you, and we're looking forward to see your comment in the comment section. Tell us what you think about it. But go even more far. When Jacob Zuma decided to come out with his own political party, who did him dish up in order for this MK party to come even that strong as it is today? Well, majority of these people or these cadres, they came from the EFF. We're talking about right hands of the EFF leader Julius Malema, such as Floyd Dalimpofu, Busisiwe Mkweban. Many people named them because I can't recall all their names. But the fact is that they are the one, or should I say Jacob Zuma is the one who came and take these people. They left the EFF to join the MK party in the so-called proposal of the unity of black South Africans. Now, here comes another question that raised in mind. This so-called the unity of black South Africans, why could it not take place under the leadership of the EFF? Is the EFF not able to bring black South Africans all together? Did, for an example, maybe the former president Jacob Zuma came and called all these black South Africans to come and join behind the EFF, and his call was not being listened and it failed perhaps in order for him to decide to go and open up his own political party? These are just questions which are raising up in mind. So whether we like it or not, there's something fish here. I don't want to sound like a politician. I don't want to sound like a Julius Malema. But when we have to look the facts, you can tell that there is something which is not adding up here. Because all these people who are guarding beside, I believe there were another black South African political party, which maybe they could have all go and line behind this political party in order for them to achieve whatever they've been fighting for. But for the fact that everyone, they're pulling themselves in their own corner, and then they create their own political party with one excuse of saying that no, this is for the unity of black South Africans. No, this is for this and that. Well, that's where I say politicians are crooks. I'm sorry, it might be a strong word for some other people out there, but personally, I don't trust politicians because it's all about charity. It's all about money, and they feel more good when they do that. You heard Julius Malema saying this about Ash Makashule.
le ska botsa maka ke bo Ace Makashule ba re ba batla unity of black people. Ha Makashule a batla unity of black people, why a formula spaza shop says hi as a joiner EFF that existed before he formed the spaza shop?
Come to think of it, if this man is a really politician and who want to work for people of South Africa, why is he not joining the EFF, for example? Why is he not maybe going to join the MK? Why everyone want to be having their own political party? So, I mean, South Africa, it's now having a lot of political parties like mushrooms coming out. You see the way how mushrooms comes out. There are big ones, there are small ones, there are tiny ones, but all of them are mushrooms, and that's what is happening. All of them are being considered as a political parties, yet there are those ones who knows very well that no, here, beside my wife and my children and my niece or my aunties who will vote for me, no one else can vote for me. Yet they claim to say that no, we're here for the unity of black South Africans. Guys, now, how will this benefit South African from all this? Because I've said it many times, and one of the purpose why we have this platform is for us to be having this kind of conversation, to see on how we can be united as Africans, as one continent, having one president, one army, having some things which can make us become very powerful out there, something that can come to our rescue, having things like nuclear bombs and different things, name it, guys. Why? Because we need to be united, having our own currency, for example, speaking one language. But how can we achieve all these kind of things when we're still having different opinions? Over there in the US, they sit down, they expose all their ideas, their plans toward these African brothers. No, these two politicians, they should not step in, because if they went inside the union building, this is what's going to happen, blah, blah, blah. You have people who have this kind of plan for you. They even choose to be united with a political party which they feel like, no, here we are much better than dealing with these two people, which is Julius Malema or Jacob Zuma. Now, when Jacob Zuma and Julius Malema, they're supposed to put their power together to be united. Well, it is when we are going to see serious conflict. It's when we are going to see betrayal of some trying to destroy another person. And obviously, come to think of it, guys, we'll have just to blame Julius Malema on that. If it's up to me, I'll say no. I'll tell you why. Because I've said it again before. I'll repeat this once more time. Julius Malema is a broken man. He's a wounded animal. The departure of Floyd and all these EFF cadres, as you know them, it was a very big heartbroken. I remember hearing Julius Malema saying that these people, they have killed me, but I survived.
Today they say to you they were offered positions in the negotiations, and when they came to tell me, I denied them those positions, and I went behind their back to speak to Cyril for me to become a deputy president. The answer is no. They were never offered any positions. Maybe in their imaginations, they imagined positions. There was never any position offered in the negotiations. We had never reached that level where we had to discuss positions.
Did Julius Malema call you and ask to get a position as one deputy president of the country?
To his credit, I must say, no, he didn't. No, he didn't. He never called me. Yes, we had a discussion about how they could participate and what their desires would be, but not for himself. What has been bandied around was never articulated to me that he wanted a particular position, no. And if he did, then it was not articulated to me.
When someone tried to kill you and then you survive, you don't have sympathy for such kind of a person. You don't have pity for that kind of a person, and that is what is happening. That's why you hear Julius Malema saying that no matter what, you will never gonna be united with the MK party, because MK party is being considered also as their enemy, because MK party try to destroy the EFF.
No old man with no track record of doing good to black people can claim that he can unite black people. Only the EFF has demonstrated that it has got capacity to unite black people. What nonsensical unity are they talking about? What unity of Africans are you talking about when you have had almost 82 years to unite Africans? No organization in South Africa, in Africa, and in the diaspora can claim to unite Africans, because it is only EFF that can be found in Zimbabwe, in Mozambique, in Ghana, in Nigeria, in Liberia, in the whole of African continent.
So, whatever Jacob Zuma have to say about the unity of black South Africans, or Floyd we have to explain about the unity of black South Africans, those are the things which will go in the ear of Julius Malema and comes on the other side of the ear. Why? Because you just feel like these people are not be trustworthy. If they were being they were trustworthy, of course they would have done things differently, guys. But that's not how things are supposed to work. Africans, we need to be united. South Africans, we need to be one. Especially these political parties need to put power together if they want to change things around. But if they don't put power together and work together, if they are not united, trust me, this unity of black South Africans, or going inside the union building, becoming the president, it will just be a slogans which Jacob Zuma will come and tell you, or Julius Malema will come and tell you, but it will never gonna happen. Why? Because they are divided. Why I'm saying this? Because I know very well that the imperialism, they know very well that the only weapon they have that's been helping them to defeat Africans or South Africans, it is the division, the hatred that they have managed to implant among us black people, so that we can hate one another, so that we don't consider one another. I want to protect my interests, you want to protect yours, and at the end of the day, we hate each other. That separation, that division is what makes them thrive. And as long Julius Malema, Floyd Jacob Zuma, and all these people, if they can't sit down and say that, no, look, I'm sorry for what I have done, I'm still your brother, let's sit down and talk, we can fix this. Because this fight of going different ways, no one's gonna win it. This fight of this one fighting on their own corner, this one fighting on their own corner, no one's gonna enter the union building. Instead, it will be the DA who will enter the union building. Mark my word, because I'm not the only one who said this. Even Julius Malema once also said that.
And I want to warn you that this country will have a white president. This country will stay in Ezen as a president if the ANC is going to behave the way it's behaving.
That will be the result of people who don't want to be united, of people who don't want to have a better understanding of one another, the results of people who don't consider the interest of their people, which is the people of South Africa. Guys, I believe this message was loud and clear. Thank you so much for watching it. Let's hope this message will reach all these leaders. Share it through your social medias. Pass this message to them and tell them that no, South Africans want them to be united. South Africans want them to put their conflict aside and be united in order to defeat the oppressors out there. Once again, thank you so much. Guys, feel free to like this video in your numbers. Give us your thumbs up. We really do appreciate that. Subscribe to the channel for more videos like this to come. I'm looking forward to see you again in our next video. But for now, continue to be yourself, be good, be kind, have respect for everyone in order for you to be respected. May God bless you all. I'll see you again very soon in our next video. Ciao, ciao.